Scammers are always finding new ways to deceive unsuspecting victims, often exploiting emerging technology and societal vulnerabilities. While some scams may seem obvious in hindsight, others are sophisticated, preying on human emotions like fear, trust, and greed. Millions of people fall victim to these scams every year, often losing substantial amounts of money or compromising sensitive personal information. This list highlights 10 scams that are currently tricking people worldwide. From tech-savvy phishing schemes to age-old Ponzi tactics with a modern twist, these cons serve as a reminder to stay vigilant and question anything that seems too good or too alarming to be true. 10 cryptocurrency investment scams. Cryptocurrency investment scams are among the most widespread and lucrative scams today, thanks to the soaring popularity of digital assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. These scams often involve fake platforms or fraudulent investment schemes that promise massive returns with little to no risk. Scammers also create social media posts or ads, impersonating celebrities or influencers to lend credibility to their schemes. One infamous example involved Australian influencer Natasha Poonawalla, whose likeness was used in a fake crypto scheme promoting an exclusive investment opportunity. Dozens of victims poured their savings into the scam, only to see the website disappear overnight. According to the Federal Trade Commission, cryptocurrency scams cost victims over $1 billion in 2022 alone, showing just how prevalent and damaging these schemes have become. 9 online marketplace scams. Scammers on platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and eBay target people looking for good deals on high-demand items. Common scams include selling fake event tickets, non-existent rental properties, or overpriced items that are misrepresented in photos. Victims often pay in advance and never receive the product or service. A real-life incident involved a single mother in Florida who was scammed out of $2,000 after trying to rent a property advertised on Craigslist. The listing included convincing photos of a beautiful home, but after she paid the deposit, the scammer vanished, and she later discovered the house was already occupied. Scams like this highlight the importance of verifying sellers and listings, particularly on platforms with minimal oversight. 8. Can you hear me? Phone scams. The "can you hear me" phone scam is deceptively simple but highly effective. Scammers call and ask this question, recording the victim's response. The recorded yes is later used to authorize fraudulent transactions or sign victims up for subscriptions they never agreed to. This scam relies on the victim's natural response to an innocent-sounding query. In one case, a retired teacher in California received such a call and ended up with unauthorized charges on her credit card for magazine subscriptions she had never ordered. Despite reporting the scam, recovering her money proved to be a lengthy and difficult process. The Federal Communications Commission warns that these scams remain widespread and often target seniors. 7 tech support scams. Tech support scams involve fraudsters posing as representatives from well-known companies like Microsoft or Apple. They claim that the victim's computer is infected with a virus and offer to fix it for a fee. These scammers often gain remote access to the victim's device, allowing them to install malware, steal personal data, or demand further payments. In 2023, a tech support scam cost a small business owner in New York over $25,000. The scammer convinced her to give them remote access to her computer, claiming to fix security issues. Instead, they installed keylogging software and drained her business accounts over the course of several weeks. With tech reliance at an all-time high, these scams are both prevalent and devastating. 6 romance scams. Romance scams continue to be one of the most emotionally and financially damaging scams. Scammers create fake profiles on dating apps or social media, gaining the trust of their targets over weeks or months. Once trust is established, they fabricate emergencies like medical bills or travel expenses and ask for financial help. One heartbreaking case involved a widow in Texas who lost $300,000 to a scammer posing as a US soldier deployed overseas. The scammer sent photos, forged military documents, and romantic messages, convincing her to send money for fictitious travel expenses so they could finally meet. Romance scams are so prevalent that the FBI has a dedicated task force to combat them, reporting over $1.3 billion in losses in 2022. 5 employment scams. Employment scams target job seekers with fake job listings or offers, often requiring victims to provide personal information or pay up front for training or equipment. A newer variant involves fake remote jobs, where scammers send counterfeit checks and ask the victim to deposit them and send a portion back for office supplies. When the check bounces, the victim is left on the hook for the full amount. These scams prey on the desperation of job seekers, particularly during economic downturns or in industries where remote work is common. In one high-profile case, a recent college graduate in Colorado lost $5,000 after falling for a remote work scam that promised a generous salary for minimal work. The fake company sent her a check for office supplies, which bounced after she wired the money to a supposed vendor. The FBI reports that employment scams have increased by 27% since the COVID-19 pandemic, highlighting how scammers are adapting to new trends in the labor market. Victims are often left with financial losses and feelings of betrayal as these scams exploit their hope for legitimate opportunities. 4. Gift card scams. Gift card scams often start with a phone call or email from someone posing as an authority figure, such as an IRS agent or even a boss. The scammer demands immediate payment for an overdue bill or emergency expense, insisting that the payment be made with gift cards. Victims are instructed to purchase the cards and share the numbers and PINs over the phone or email. Once the scammers have the information, the gift cards are quickly drained and become untraceable. A devastating case involved a teacher in Illinois who lost $3,000 after receiving a fake call from her principal, claiming the money was needed for a school emergency. She purchased gift cards as instructed, only to realize later that the call was fraudulent. Gift card scams are particularly effective because they exploit the victim's trust in authority figures and their urgency to resolve a problem. In 2022 alone, Americans lost over $228 million to gift card scams, making it one of the most reported types of fraud. Fake charity scams exploit people's goodwill, especially after disasters or during the holiday season. Scammers create convincing websites or social media campaigns, often using stolen photos or fabricated stories to solicit donations. Victims believe they're contributing to a good cause, only to find their money has been pocketed by fraudsters. These scams are particularly insidious because they divert funds from real charitable efforts, leaving those in need without crucial support. After the 2023 earthquake in Turkey, hundreds of fake charities popped up online. One such scam tricked a group of donors in the US into contributing over $50,000 to a non-existent relief fund, Link 8. Scammers even created social media pages with daily updates to maintain the illusion of legitimacy. The Better Business Bureau warns that fake charity scams spike after every major disaster, urging donors to verify organizations through trusted platforms like Charity Navigator. These scams not only hurt the victims, but also undermine public trust in legitimate charitable organizations. QR code scams exploit the growing reliance on QR codes for payments, menus, and event check-ins. Scammers replace legitimate QR codes with their own, directing users to phishing websites or malware downloads. Victims unknowingly share personal information or make payments to fraudulent accounts. These scams have become more common in public spaces, where scammers can easily replace official QR codes with fake ones. In one alarming case, concert goers in London scanned fake QR codes posted outside the venue to pay for parking. The codes led to a phishing website that captured their credit card details, resulting in thousands of dollars in fraudulent charges. Another incident involved QR codes pasted on public transportation payment kiosks, leading commuters to fake payment portals. The FBI has issued warnings about these scams, advising people to verify QR codes by checking official websites or using apps to scan for malicious links. The convenience of QR codes has made them a prime target for cyber criminals who exploit their growing ubiquity. Fake delivery notification scams capitalize on the rise of online shopping. Victims receive text messages or emails claiming a package delivery has been delayed or needs additional verification. The message includes a link to a fake website that requests personal or payment information. Some scams even ask victims to pay a small delivery fee, which gives scammers access to their credit card or banking information. In 2023, a retired nurse in Florida clicked on a fake UPS delivery link and entered her credit card details to pay a supposed delivery fee. Her account was drained of $10,000 within days as the scammers used her information for unauthorized purchases. Another variation of this scam involved malware-laden attachments disguised as delivery notifications, which infected victims' computers once opened. Fake delivery scams are especially prevalent during the holiday season, as shoppers are more likely to expect multiple packages and might not question the authenticity of such messages. These scams exploit the convenience of e-commerce, making vigilance crucial for online shoppers.
By the way, if there's any topic in this video that catches your eye, just comment down below and let me know if you want me to make a separate video on it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Wow, you guys have made it till the end of the video. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this one. So go ahead and check it out. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon. Until then, peace.